Good morning. Welcome to Zen Done Online. I'm Tracy. Let's take a nice deep breath. Before we begin our practice, let's just center. Today's practice will be focusing on boosting the immune system. But before we start, I would like to talk about 5 natural ways to boost our immune system. Number 1, our gut biome. So as we've heard over the last few years, that leaky gut seems to be a problem. How do we heal our gut biome? We need to be taking in more natural, unprocessed foods. With the gut, that's our natural barrier. Our gut lining is that natural barrier to keep in those viruses and to keep in the germs that allows our body to process them, and then we excrete them naturally. So again, making sure we're eating natural foods. The second thing we want to be checking on is our vitamin levels. By going to your doctor and asking for a blood test, you can kind of gauge where your levels are as far as certain vitamins. For example, one vitamin we know we need more of to boost our immune system, vitamin D. About 2,000 to 5,000 IUs a day in a supplement form can help boost your vitamin D levels. I personally take 10,000. In upstate New York, we know our vitamin D levels are low because we don't get as much sun as somebody that lives down in Florida. So we need to be enhancing that probably through supplementation. We also can get this through natural sources in our foods as well. So the second vitamin I'd like to talk about is vitamin A. Vitamin A can be gotten through eggs and or leafy greens, and the vitamin A is known to be a natural immune boosting vitamin. So we want to be enhancing our intake of vitamin A. Another vitamin, vitamin C. Vitamin C we know helps keep our immune system active and healthy. So taking in fruits that have vitamin C like oranges or any of your citrus fruits will help with your vitamin C levels. Also, we want to be looking at vitamin E. So vitamin E is our natural fat. So we want to be looking at fish oils, if you eat a lot of fish, salmon, hopefully wild caught to keep it less preserved and more natural. So vitamin E is another immune boosting vitamin that we want to maybe supplement. And then finally, we want to be thinking about foods that maybe aren't naturally in our day-to-day regimen, but like mushrooms. Mushrooms have been talked about a lot, about having natural properties that help the biome, but also help the body regulate and also bring immune systems in par, or up to par. We want to definitely be thinking about eating our fungi, our mushrooms. So another component that will definitely enhance our immune system, exercise. So as we practice our yoga, we get a lot of physical fitness, but we also want to be thinking about cardiovascular exercise as well and strength training. We want to be looking at 5 days a week, about 15 to 30 minutes of exercise, about 10 minutes of cardiovascular. If you can get more in, that's great. So cardiovascular is very important, but definitely exercising 5 days a week at minimum. We don't want to overstress the body, so making sure that we're using a nice mixture of exercises to enhance our physical fitness, but also to help our immune system. The big nasty, stress. So the fourth thing, stress. We need to find ways to manage our stress. So especially in times right now of uncertainty, what we find is our stress levels and our anxiety levels rise. So one major way we know now through not only practice, but also through much research, is meditation. About 10 minutes of meditation, especially in the morning or at night, can really help quiet the amygdala, quiet the central nervous system, take you out of that flight or fight, and allow you to prepare for the next one, sleep. Our sleep habits really need to be enhanced. With busy brains and busy lives and a lot of technology, we are getting less sleep and less quality sleep. So we were looking for about 7 to 8 hours as an adult of really good sound sleep. And what we're looking for, that biorhythm or that cadent rhythm between, I believe it's like 11:30 at night to 2:30 in the morning. We want nice deep sleep between there. And the more we can make sleep patterns and create habitual sleep patterns, the better our body responds and immediately boosts our immune system. So those are some natural ways to boost our immune system. So for us today in our practice, I have on a megahertz 285 music in the background, and those megahertz are known to vibrate to help the immune system also become more vital or more healthy. So we're looking for the 285 or 258 megahertz. So somewhere in between those two ranges, our cells respond to it and our immune systems are boosted. So the next thing we're going to work into is our breathing. So we're going to do some pranayama this morning. So let's just sit with our shoulders relaxed, sitting up nice and tall through our spine, anchored down through our sit bones. Let's go ahead and close the eyes and start to just be aware of your breath. As you're taking the inhale, feel the inhale coming in through the nose, and then feel how the body expands on that inhale. And as we exhale, we just want everything to calm. So on the exhale, you'll feel your shoulders drop, you'll feel your belly drop, you'll even maybe feel your seat get more connected to your mat. So as we exhale, we're feeling that release. So let's go ahead and take a few seconds with our eyes closed, a nice even breath, naturally breathing in and exhaling out about the same amount of time. And as we start to awaken, let's open our eyes and come back to that seated tall position. So what we're going to work into, one of the pranayamas that has been known to help with the immune system is called the humming bee breath. So Rehana Pranayama is what we're going to be working into today. So to work through this breath, a couple things that we need to know. We will want to have the mouth closed the whole time we're doing this breath. We're going to be using the hands to gently close the eyes off, focusing the pointer fingers into the forehead position. We'll use the next 3 fingers to close the eyes gently, so don't apply too much pressure. It's just a gentle closure. Our thumbs are going to be pressed into the cartilage that sticks out here to close off the ear, so that that vibration gets contained and we can hear it throughout the whole system. So we'll be using our thumbs to close that off. The other thing we want to be doing is pressing our tongue to the roof of our mouth. Again, it doesn't have to be very hard, it can be subtle, but we want to be pressing up, stimulating the amygdala. So this breath basically quiets down the pituitary and the pineal glands. And with that, we have chemicals that are released, and we have a quieting of the central nervous system. It turns off that busy flight or fight response. It helps center the body, center the mind. And chemically, the brain releases more melatonin to quiet the whole system down. So as we work through that, one of the options you can do to really enhance and work through the thyroid gland is the chin lock. So with the chin lock, you'll be bringing the chin in and down, and you'll feel that lock start to happen as you really engage the Jalandhara. Good. So that bandha can be used as well. So you can either do it with the bandha or without, your option. So we're going to be working through the bumblebee breath or the humming bee breath 10 times. So as we start this, you won't be able to hear my cueing as much, so just kind of keep track in your mind. And then when you're done, we'll just sit quietly for a minute before we move on to the next part of our practice. So remember, the pranayama can also be meditative, so that 10 minutes in the morning, just work into some bumblebee breath or a humming bee breath. This can also settle you and be part of your meditative practice. All right, so let's begin. Let's take our pointer fingers, place them into the forehead. The next 3 fingers, just easily hold the eyes shut. And then our thumbs press into the cartilage. And remember, we're going to work this 10 times. And one of the other components of this breath is when you close the mouth, you keep the mouth closed the whole time, press the tongue to the roof, you want on the exhale to be saying internally Om. Okay, you want to create the vibration by saying Om internally. So let's go ahead, situate, and nice deep breath, pinch off the ears. When you've completed, just come into a nice seated position. Be aware. Be aware of the sensations. Be aware of how calm you feel. Be aware of how the vibration stimulated the system. On the next inhale, let's go ahead and raise our hands up. Hands will come down to Anjali Mudra on the exhale. Good. So what we're going to do is we're going to work into a nice twisting position. We talked to the gut health a little earlier in this video. So what we're going to do is we're going to work little twists into our practice with nice inhales and exhales. Remembering maybe to lengthen the exhale to quiet the system down even further. Inhale. Turn and take one side. Doesn't matter which side. Exhale, relax. As we twist, we stimulate that gut. Asking for the gut to awaken, to process, to be healthy, bringing energy into the small, large intestines to the colon. Bringing energy into the stomach, our intestinal tract, our digestive system, strengthening the digestive system with the movement, the intention, and the breath. Let's go ahead and do that a couple more times to each side. Inhale, exhale, sitting up nice and tall, asking for that twist. One more time each side. Last time, nice deep breath. Exhale. Okay, let's bring ourselves back to center. We're going to walk our bodies forward into a forward fold, lifting the heart center up, pulling the shoulders back and down, engaging the back body. That forward fold will also stimulate the digestive tract. Good. Start to walk the hands up. Place the hands gently on the front of the knees. We're going to do some circles with the body. So soften the elbows and start to move in a circular pattern. What you also want to be feeling here is the sit bones and the tailbone making connection. And if you can even get the front of the pubic bone to make that connection. We're working through that diamond shape, that sacred geometry. But in the meantime, we're also moving through the rib cage, digging into the body, creating movement through the fascia, and stimulating that digestive tract. Okay, let's take the breath in the opposite direction. Inhale as you move from the front to the back. Exhale as you come back to the front. Couple more. Last time. And as you come back to the front, settling in, lifting up. Let's do some seated cat and cow. So let's place our hands to the front, and then we're going to lift the crown and tail. A nice, long, deep inhale here. Press through the thoracic. Inhaling, lift. Close the mouth this time, exhale. Couple more times, lifting, exhale. Last one, inhale, and exhale. Let's go ahead and come into all fours, bringing the knees under hips and the wrists under shoulders. Let's work into that cross-body balance to check in with ourselves. Right arm extends, left leg extends. Good, and release. And then let's work to the opposite side. Extending out, lengthening the body. And then coming back to center. Let's go ahead and roll the toes under and make our way to a forward fold. So allowing the head and arms and neck to be heavy. Feeling the stretch up the back line. Start to come up one vertebrae at a time. And then making your way back to the middle of your mat. We're going to be sitting on our feet, stretching the quadriceps. Good. We're going to be working into a camel pose this morning. So I'll turn to the side to work camel pose, but we can either go from modified, where we take our fists into our sacrum, or we can go all the way back. Inhale, as we lengthen back, lift the heart center, open the pectorals. And then coming back into the all natural position of all fours. And then coming back to the front, having a seat on our mat. So the next component I'd like to add in is a Shavasana with legs up the wall. So we're going to use a little restorative. The legs up the wall will also help stimulate the amygdala, but also allows the body to calm. Great thing about legs up the wall, it also helps the lymphatic system by taking the lymph back to the heart, and we are able to process out any viruses or disease through or germs through the body, through the lymph system. So we want to enhance our lymphatic system. So legs up the wall is a great option to take us into a more healthy state. So for our legs up the wall, find a wall, and preferably something that is going to be in an area where you won't break anything if you're in your home. And what we're going to do is take our butt about 3 inches off the wall. So as we come into this position, we're about 3 inches off the wall. And then we're going to actually rotate and just go ahead, lay down. You can readjust by moving or inching your way towards the wall with your butt. The closer you are to the wall with your butt, the more supported you're going to feel. So once you're there, just quieting the body down once again. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a nice long inhale, exhale out the mouth. Let's do that again. Nice long inhale, exhale out the mouth. Close the eyes, feel the floor beneath your shoulders, beneath your lower back, beneath your upper back. You might want to engage that natural curve through the lumbar and through the cervical spine, so no flattening out of the neck or lumbar. If your legs start to feel tingly, that's a normal sensation of legs up the wall as the blood's coming back into the system and towards the heart. And we're bringing that lymph back to the heart to be processed. So as we're in our legs up the wall position, just kind of settle in, and as much as our legs and our body calls attention, just try to soften and not focus too much on the legs. Legs up the wall is also a great treatment for anybody that has headaches or migraines. And then another option is Baddha-Konasana, legs up the wall, where you kind of butterfly your legs out and bring your feet closer to the pelvis. This is a nice way to have an inner thigh stretch, so you can always move into this position if you'd like. So with our eyes closed and our bodies relaxed, let's focus in on that gut. So the stomach, the small intestines, and the large intestines in particularly. And let's just try to connect with any sounds or movement that we have in our gut. And then let's go ahead and bring our hands to our abdomen, encouraging the healing of our intestinal walls, encouraging the processing of foods, the encouragement of helping the body's immune system and the T cells get stronger, and the antibodies that we create become more plentiful to help us rid ourselves of any foreign bodies, disease, or illnesses that might have come into our system. And just feel the warmth of your hands and the pressure of your hands massaging into that abdomen. we're going to help naturally stimulate the gut. Taking our right hand, and what we're going to do is we're going to place it just above the pubic bone. And we're going to draw up the right side of our abdomen and then push it across the top by the ribs and then down the left side. So again, making a circle from the right side over to the left side and back down. Pulling up through the pelvis, across the abdomen, by the ribs, down along the sides. So making a circular motion from the right to left side. Stimulating the gut. This is the natural way the gut flows, so we want to stay with that natural way. The energy of the gut moves in this circular motion, right to left. Good, just place the hands back on the gut again. And feel the breath move the body, and especially rising of the stomach into the hands on the inhale, and the pulling away of the stomach from the hands on the exhale. The next inhale is bring our feet into Baddha Konasana, or butterfly. And allow the knees to fall out. Let gravity pull the feet towards the pelvis. Now we're gently going to pull the left knee over towards the right and start to work our way down the wall, using the arms and the core to push up and through to finding that nice comfortable seated position once again. Welcome back. Love legs up the wall. And just settling one more time. So what I'd like to finish with is just a little quick meditation. So we're going to stay in a nice comfortable seated position. If you need a prop at this point, you can use a pillow. I use my couch pillows a lot, or a bolster if you have one close by, to bring the hips up a little higher so you're comfortable through your back. And then just go ahead and allow the hands to gently rise open towards the wall or towards the ceiling, and comfort through the rest of the body. So finding whatever position you need to make sure that you're comfortable. Go ahead and close the eyes. Take a nice long deep breath in. Exhale with a sigh. And as we're sitting with our eyes closed, we quiet the mind. We worked hard today to stimulate the digestive tract, to boost our immune system. We talked about some natural ways that we can all incorporate to become healthier. So just envision yourself outside, a nice warm sun, rays of the sun reaching down to you. You're standing barefoot in green, cool grass. The skies are blue. There's a light breeze, a nice spring chill to the breeze that's cooling. And we feel it against our skin as we feel the sun warming us. As we connect to the air around us, to the earth below us, we feel at peace. We feel at ease. We don't worry about things we can't control, and we just are there in the moment, taking it in. And as we're taking in the elements of nature, we can feel connected through our systems to the earth. And we feel that nourishment, and we feel that peace. This is a simple system of connecting called earthing. And as we earth our bodies and connect to the elements, we do boost our immune systems. We do quiet the anxiety, the stress, the depression. We turn off anything that combats against our natural, healthy, vibrant us. So in your mind's eye, see yourself standing in that cool grass under the sun and blue skies, feeling the cool breeze. Feel how easy you feel. You'll almost feel as if nothing can harm you, that you're safe, that you're so connected to the earth that nothing else matters. Know that at any time you feel stressed, you can take this nice, easy approach to meditation, working through mind's eye to connect with the natural healing vibration from the earth and the sky. Let's take another long, nice, calming breath. Exhale with the mouth open. Gently flutter the eyes open. Remember, at any time, just sitting and being quiet and being aware can bring us the healing that we need. It can lower our anxiety levels. It can ease the busy brain. So taking advantage of any time to be quiet that you can will ultimately enhance your immune system and boost your wellness. I hope that our conversation today and our practice today reminded you how easy it is to stay healthy. We just need to implement some natural things in our daily rituals, and we will be vibrant, we'll be connected. So, taking care of ourselves through uncertain times, to me positive times, because we're always evolving and learning. Stay healthy, stay positive, stay well. Namaste.